Hello friends. We're going to finish the week off in the kitchen, and today I've got a recipe for you that I'm excited about. And as I always like to admit when I'm doing any recipe videos is I really just hack recipes. I'm not really a recipe creator. When I get something in mind like this dish today, I Google it, and I'll generally look at like 5 or 6 different recipes, sometimes not even plant-based recipes, and I'll just pick elements out of there, and I will add things and I'll take things away. So that's just kind of how I do it. But this one I'm pretty excited about today. And I'll tell you right now, if I post this, that means this was really good and you need to watch it and you need to make it. But anyhow, without any further ado, let's move over to the stove. I'm starting off with my big pot here, and I've got 1 cup of low sodium vegetable broth in there, just letting that kind of heat up, starting to heat up there. And then we are going to add 3 cloves of minced garlic, 1 small yellow onion diced. I'm thinking the smaller you can dice it, the better. And a red bell pepper, also diced. Fairly small, not super small. And I'm going to saute this a little bit. Mainly just kind of let it soften up. Probably about 5 minutes. I don't think it'll take much more than that. And then I will be back with the next step. Okay, next I'm going to add about a tablespoon and a half of chili powder. Kind of mix that around in there. Get that good flavor going with the stock. Then I'm going to add about, I don't know, a teaspoon or 2 of cumin in there. I was planning on adding 2 teaspoons, but I don't have that much left. A teaspoon of smoked paprika. Then I have got a 1.5 cups of dried lentils. I would use either the green or the brown ones for this. Then I'm also adding the rest of the veggie stock, 3 cups. I had 1 in there initially, now I'm adding 3. And we're also going to add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Tablespoon of maple syrup. We're trying to get kind of a sweet and tangy flavor for the sloppy joes. And then I'm going to add, well, I was going to say add 1 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, but I've got 2 8-ounce cans because I wanted the no salt added. Now we're going to stir that up real good. Then I'm going to put a lid on it. I'm going to turn it up, and I'm going to bring this to a boil. Now after I bring it to a boil, I'm going to cook it over a low heat, let it simmer over a low heat. A couple of the recipes that I looked at said about an hour. I'm not sure. That sounds like a little much, but we do want it to thicken up a lot, because just think sloppy joes. You've had them in the past. So I'm going to let this go. I'm going to keep an eye on it, but I'll end up letting you know how much I let this simmer, and then we'll be back. Okay, I did cook it for an hour. That made it thicken up nice there. I tasted a little bit. So now what I've got here, and I kind of wish I'd have gotten something else. I've got some Ezekiel bread. I got Ezekiel pocket bread. But looking back, I kind of wish I'd have just either gotten a loaf or I'd have gotten some buns from Dave's bread. But anyhow, the sloppy lentils came out really good. So all I'm going to do here, I just warm this up in the oven a little bit. And I'm probably going to end up, because it's a little bit stiff, the bread, so I'm going to probably just make kind of an open face sandwich. Flip this over here, but this is going to be like a messy one, so I will be using a fork to eat that with. But yeah, came out real good. And like I said, this is what I do. I just start thinking about something I'd like to have, and I get the ingredients and I make it. Wasn't that expensive, didn't have any crazy ingredients in there, and this is good. But anyhow, as said, if I ended up sharing it, that means it turned out good. So hope you guys will try this one. Maybe give it a share on social media, wherever you are. And if you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Now have a beautiful weekend. Peace.